All right, maybe you have a problem with adult media. You're on the OnlyFans or the Hub or any of that stuff, and you want to stop. You're a Christian, and you've been told it's lust, and that doesn't seem to work because it's just this process. Like you're having a tough time. I want to give you a quick tip. Helped me when I realized it. Wish I had TikTok at that time. I could have told you guys, but helped me when I realized it, and it focuses around what adult media is in real life as opposed to what real life is when portrayed by adult media. You're going to stumble. You're going to find yourself using it. You're looking at pictures, looking at videos. This works better with pictures, I think, but you could do it with video too. What I want you to do is I want you to take the picture and I want you to zoom in. I want you to zoom in until it's pixels, until it's so blurry because you're so close to that body that you were obsessing of that it's just little squares and you can see the little squares. I need you to zoom in. The reason I want you to do that is so that I can identify that I'm looking with pixels, and I want you to look at your hand. It will be present. Don't worry. I want you to look at your hand, and I want you to bring it closer to you. And I want you to look at your hand. I want you to look away from your hand. I want you to do that. I want you to go back and forth between zooming in on that picture to pixels and then zooming back out and looking at your hand. And I want you to ask yourself, how come your hand doesn't get pixelated? That's because your hand is real. And a girl or boy, if you were that close to them, would be real. You could get close to them and they would not get pixelated. But the reason why adult media has a hold on you is just purely aesthetics. It's just purely aesthetics. It is convincing you via its ability to give you a representation, to give you an image of the thing that you want as opposed to the thing that you want. And there's a whole bunch of trouble you can get in pursuing the thing you want in inappropriate ways too. That's actually lust. This is idolatry. You need to be able to see the image for what it is, an image. And you do that by zooming in or looking at your hand, because your hand doesn't get pixelated and you're like, but this gets pixelated. That kind of stuff. The second you do that, you rob adult media of so much of its power, because it has to do so much more to entice you, because you know that the little square thingy that you are holding on, that you are viewing those pictures on likely, is just a pixel. It's just a pixel. It's not the real thing. And so now it has to compete with it being not the real thing. So that's one step. You can do this with videos too. You can do this with videos because you've probably got it set whenever you go to these sites to look at these videos. You're just going to crank it up to 180p, 4K, 8K, 1000K. You want the highest definition video possible because your eyes are like way better resolution than, except mine are broken, way better resolution than anything that you can find on a screen. Turn the resolution down and watch all those feelings of enticement and passion and raw sexual energy disappear, because you cannot be attracted to a video that can be clear in like 140p. It sucks. It's because, and that's because it's a video. It's a video, not a person. You're not doing a real thing, and it robs this activity of re-digitizing adult media. It robs it of all its power. And it has to work so much harder to be able to get that. And once you can do that on demand, once you realize, and that thought happens as a reaction to when you see adult media, like when it sneaks up on you at the mall, or one of your friends just shows you a picture because they're being lewd or something like that, you don't get shocked like you would if you saw like an actual person naked, which would be kind of like shocking, in everyday life. You see it and it becomes this thing. It becomes like, oh, that's just a thing. That's not a person. That's a pixel. That's not a person. If you can see it as pixels, it robs it. And so the easiest way to start doing that is, if you're going to fail, you're going to look at that stuff anyway. Just zoom into the picture until you see pixels, and it'll remind you that I'm looking at pixels. I'm not looking at a real person. I'm exchanging a real person for an image. This is idolatry. I need to stop. And the more you do that, the less those pixels will be able to work on you. Give it a shot.